Warriors NRL Fanatics, welcome back to the YouTube channel, and this is going to be my NRL Round 8 tips. Now last week I managed to get 6 from 8, so not too bad in regards to picking the games, but hopefully I can do a lot better and get a few more right this week. So yes, on Thursday the 28th of April, it sees the Brisbane Broncos versus the Cronulla Sharks at Suncorp Stadium in Brisbane. This kicks off at 7:50 PM Australian Eastern Time, 9:50 PM for the viewers in New Zealand. The Brisbane Broncos, they're coming off a 34-14 win over the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs, while the Cronulla Sharks are coming off a 34-22 win over the Manly Warringah Seagulls last week. Now, in terms of betting prices here, at Sportsbet, Brisbane Broncos are $3.75. Cronulla Sharks are $1.28. Now, in terms of this game, I'm going to go and tip here the Cronulla Sharks to win by 10 points. In terms of anytime try scorers, I'm going to go with Jesse Rayman, William Kennedy, and I'll go with Matt Moylan to cross over. On to Friday, the 29th of April, sees the Gold Coast Titans versus the Penrish Panthers, and this is at Seabus Super Stadium on the Gold Coast. It kicks off at 6 PM Australian Eastern Time, 8 PM for those in New Zealand. The Gold Coast Titans, they're coming off a loss to the North Queensland Cowboys down there in Townsville, 30-4 in round 7, while the Penrith Panthers continuing their unbeaten start to the season, going 7-0, beating the Canberra Raiders 36-4 down there at Penrith. Now, in terms of betting prices, the Gold Coast Titans are $7, Penrith Panthers $1.10. Now, I'm just going to get this straight and simple. Penrith will win this, and I'm picking them to win by 12 points. And anytime try scorers, I'm going to go with Nathan Cleary, Charlie Staines, and Dylan Edwards to cross over. On to the last game on Friday night, sees the South Sydney Rabbitohs versus the Manly Seagulls, and this is at Central Coast Stadium. It's a rematch of last year's preliminary final game, and this kicks off at 7:55 PM Australian Eastern Time, so 9:55 PM for those in New Zealand. Look, the South Sydney Rabbitohs, they're coming off a very surprising shock loss to the West Tigers, while Manly Seagulls are coming off a loss to the Cronulla Sharks. In terms of betting prices here, Rabbitohs at Sportsbet are $1.60. Manly Warringah Seagulls are $2.25. Now, in terms of this game, look, I found this very difficult to call. It could go either way, and look, the Rabbitohs will probably be favourites in this one, but I'm going to tip the Manly Warringah Seagulls here, and I'm going to go them by 4 points. Now, in terms of anytime try scorers, I'm going to go with Alex Johnston and Jason Sabb to score, and for the Rabbitohs as well, I'm going to go with Cody Walker to cross over. On to Saturday, the 30th of April, and this is the second game on Saturday. Now, I will be doing a preview video separately for the Warriors game versus the Raiders, so make sure you tune in for that video and check that out, where I'll give my predictions and thoughts for that game. Now, in terms of this one, Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs versus Sydney Roosters at Accor Stadium in Sydney. It kicks off at 5:30 PM Australian Eastern Time, so 7:30 PM for viewers in New Zealand. Now, the betting prices at Sportsbet have the Bulldogs at $4, Sydney Roosters at $1.25. And yeah, look, both teams are coming off losses in round 7. Look, I'm just going to get this straight and pretty simple as well. Same with my Penrith tip. I will say the Roosters will win this, but I think they'll win this rather comfortably. And I'll go the Roosters by 28. They should be far too good. I'm expecting a bounce back from them after their shock defeat to the Dragons on Anzac Day, and yeah, they should win this by 28. Now, in terms of anytime try scorers, I'm going to go Joseph Manu, Luke Keary, and I'll go with the fullback James Tedesco to cross over. On to the final game to wrap up Saturday's action. It sees the Parramatta Eagles versus the North Queensland Cowboys, and this is at TIO Stadium in Darwin. So great to see a game be taken up to the Northern Territory of Darwin. yeah, look, every year we see them take a game up there, so it's good to see the NRL do that. And yeah, look, it kicks off at 7:05 p.m. Australian Eastern Time, 9:05 p.m. in New Zealand. The betting prices at Sportsbet: Parramatta Eels are $1.35. North Queensland Cowboys are $3.25, which is a bit surprising, that betting price for the Cowboys. You know, I'm a little bit surprised by that. Look, both teams are coming off wins in round 7. It is a difficult game to call. Look, I'm going to go with the Parramatta Eels here. But I would not rule out a Cowboys victory. I will definitely not rule them out at all. I think there are definitely a big chance here. The Cowboys have been great this season. They've been showing good form. And yeah, they're sitting inside the top 8 at the moment. So, look, I'll go Parramatta Eels here by 8 in a close one here. And in terms of anytime try scorers, look, I'll go Mitchell Moses to cross over, Junior Paulo, and for the Cowboys, I'll go with Scott Drinkwater and Valentine Holmes. On to Sunday, the 1st of May, it sees the Newcastle Knights versus the Melbourne Storm, and it is at McDonald Jones Stadium in Newcastle. Kicks off at 2 p.m. Australian Eastern Time, 4 p.m. in New Zealand. And look, I'm just going to get this straight and simple. And look, I'll look to the betting prices first quickly. So Newcastle Knights $9, Melbourne Storm $1.07, and Melbourne are going to win this rather comfortably. I'll go Melbourne Storm here by 40 plus points. Now, in terms of anytime try scorers, Ryan Pappenhausen to crossover, Nick Meaney, and Harry Grant. On to the last game to wrap up round 8. It sees St George Illawarra Dragons versus West Tigers at Wynn Stadium. It kicks off at 4:05 p.m. Australian Eastern Time, 6:05 p.m. New Zealand time. The St George Illawarra Dragons here are paying $1.54. West Tigers are paying $2.50. Now, weeks ago, I would not have expected to say this would be a very difficult game to tip. And it is a difficult game because, one, the Dragons coming off a good, gritty win over the Roosters on Anzac Day. West Tigers coming off a bit of momentum now. They've got back-to-back wins in very close margins, both by 1 point. And yeah, they're going to have some confidence now moving forward. And look, if the West Tigers here can pick up their 3rd win in a row, suddenly this season's back on track. And who knows, I mean, what can happen at the back end of the year. And the Dragons, you know, they're at home. They're expected to win. They're favourites, no doubt about it. But you can't write off this West Tigers team. You know, Jackson Hastings and Luke Brooks both played well in those 2 victories. And look, with not too much confidence here, I'm going to tip the Dragons being at home. Look, I'll go Dragons by 2. Yeah, I'll go Dragons by 2. Just 2 points. I think it'd be very tight. In terms of anytime try scorers, I will go with Zach Lomax crossover, Moses Sully, and I'll go with Michaeli Ravalawa as well. But yeah, look, that wraps up my NRL Round 8 tips. Let me know who you're tipping and why you're tipping the team in the comment section below. And yeah, if you're new to the channel and you are watching these videos, because yeah, look, I'd appreciate it very much if you do, is click that subscribe button down below. Click that red subscribe button down below because it helps the channel out. And yeah, I'd really appreciate it if you do subscribe. Also, don't forget as well to like the video, click the thumbs up on the video, click the bell so you get a notification when I upload a new video next or when I go live on the channel. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.